Opening statement. Again, I think it was a great game. It's, for us, it's always good. Any road win is a good win. It wasn't the prettiest one we've had, but we'll certainly take it. I think the kids fought hard, and I'll tell you right now that the UNCW played tough, and I think it was a really great competition both ways.
Questions?
Coach, I heard that you guys had an interesting way down here through a couple different cities.
We did.
I was wondering if you could kind of tell me how the last 24 hours have kind of transpired for your team.
Yes, it was crazy. We were scheduled to go out at a 9:30 flight on Thursday morning, and then the storm was coming, and we thought, we're not in classes, we'll try and get out late when they all started canceling everything. We decided to get out Wednesday night, got the last flight out to Baltimore, landed in Baltimore in a snowstorm and drove to Richmond. So we got in about 5 a.m. into Richmond, slept for a couple hours, and then we had scheduled a practice slot in Richmond at noon. So we got everybody up, had breakfast, and all of a sudden Richmond called and said, oh, we're canceled, the whole university's closed. So at breakfast we decided to call around and find out who else had a gym space. We called over to Duke, and they had a slot open for us because their men and women were playing elsewhere. So we got to practice there, then finally hopped on a bus and made our way down here. So again, as we said to the kids, we talked about all the way, again, we got to make chicken salad. When those kinds of things come your way, we fight through it, we find the best of it, and we try and make, what we can from it. So it's definitely been an interesting 24, 48 hours. I don't know how many hours it's been, but the kids, again, despite everything else that was going on around, they stayed focused and they fought to the end tonight.
It wasn't you said it wasn't the prettiest game.
Was not.
But teams that win make plays down the stretch. And I think you guys scored on 3, maybe of your final 4 or 5 possessions there before they started fouling.
Right.
Which was the difference? I mean, execution down the stretch is huge. How proud are you of the way that your team executed down the stretch in this game?
Right, and I think, and as I said to the girls, I said, again, this was about the fight. This was about, again, we had a tight one against JMU up at our place the other night, and we didn't execute as well down the stretch. But this is one where, again, they held to what we were trying to accomplish, and again, our shooting was lights out on the bad side for us tonight. But again, they kept shooting and they kept taking the right shots, and we knew it was going to come around eventually. We got some key stops, we got some key rebounds, and then we were able to put the ball in the basket. But again, I think we kept saying to the kids, hey, no matter what they throw at us, no matter what we're doing well or not well, we're going to finish this one. And again, I'm very proud of the way they fought all the way through.
Jenny DeGraff hit 2 threes early in that zone, and then you mixed it up a little bit, went some man, went some zone, and held her to 3 points the rest of the way. I don't think she's probably just the one person that you can take away from UNCW. They've got some other weapons too, but how much of an emphasis was there on trying to take her out of the game tonight?
I think, again, they've got 3 really solid shooters, and I think, mindset going into it was we've got to close them out tight. We've got to take away any comfortable looks, because when they get them, they knock them down. And so our game plan was to close them out tight and to make sure that they had to put the ball on the ground. And I think that disruption and just being there all the time when they received, I think was, again, didn't help us early, but I think eventually wore them down and got them a little frustrated, so that when they did catch and look thinking they were going to be open, they had to put the ball on the ground a little bit more. So again, I think it was a frustration piece that helped us down the stretch.